I'm ready, I fuck on your bitch, now she all on my body. Ice on my wrist for the time and
I received texts from you 24/7, and she like the way I take her to heaven. If I could stop for a minute and turn back the time to when you came to visit, I got lost in your eyes. Yeah, I got ecstasy in my blood and the seas in the club, yeah. Pass the blunt, yeah, cause we ain't high enough. Oh my God, she beautiful. I think I lost my soul, yeah. She's beautiful, yeah. Oh my God, she beautiful. She makes me lose control. Oh yeah, she beautiful. She beautiful. Yeah, wake up in the morning, yeah. I think I'm still drunk, yeah. Smoke still in my lungs, yeah. Shawty, what time is it? Yeah. Oh shit, I gotta run. Shawty like the way I run. Shit, never met a girl like this. Bitch, shawty like the way I change, bitch. Fuck all my exes, fuck all my house is lit. Yeah, don't need no new shit, don't need no new bitch. I like the way it is. I received text from you 24/7, and she like the way I take her to heaven. If I could stop for a minute and turn back the time to when you came to visit, I got lost in your eyes. I received text from you 24/7, and she like the way I take her to heaven. If I could stop for a minute and turn back the time to when you came to visit, I got lost in your eyes. I gave you my best, you showed me your worst. I took on the mess, so you didn't hurt. Don't know what could've made you stay. Gave it all when it's in my face. Going numb every time that I see your face. I wish that you could have just lied to me and say you care more than you ever did. You know there's nothing I wouldn't give. Take it all and more, don't want it. I'll give you everything, just stick around. Don't get what your love gon' cost me, as long as it don't stop us falling down. Don't leave me alone, yeah. Take it all and more, don't want it. I'll give you everything, just stick around. Try not to get close, cause I knew that I'd keep up in the dose. Guess what, no surprise. You were there, wanted more, everything I had. Wanted gold, wanted rings, about 100 rags. Tell you no, but I won't, cause I'm too attached. I wish that you could have just lied to me and say you cared more than you ever did. You know there's nothing I wouldn't give. Take it all and more, don't want it. I'll give you everything, just stick around. Don't get what your love gon' cost me, as long as it don't stop us falling down. Don't leave me alone, yeah. Take it all and more, don't want it. I'll give you everything, just stick around. Don't tear us down so fast. I know our love can make it another day, so don't give up what we had. I know our love can make it another day, so take it all and more, don't want it. I'll give you everything, just stick around. Don't get what your love gon' cost me, as long as it don't stop us falling down. Don't
The Morning Fix live radio show will begin shortly. For your best news coverage and commentary, tune in daily at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on The Morning Fix. The Morning Fix live radio show will begin shortly. Hello and welcome to another live radio event here on the Morning Fix live radio show. It is 10:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, October 27th. Happy Thursday, everybody. 58 degrees, partly cloudy here in New York City. It is another beautiful day. We're happy to be here. Oh, my camera's a bit dark. But we'll figure it out. Keisha, how we doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
How's your day? Your day going well?
It hasn't started yet. I'm here. This is the start of it. So let's see how it starts.
It's going to start very well because you're starting with me. That's why it's going to start.
This is true. I did jump into see Mr. Rant Room, who is still live with the Handsome Liberal.
Right now, currently?
He is currently live right now with the Handsome Liberal. He said he was coming, and then the Handsome Liberal showed up, and now they're doing car debates. So they're both sitting in their car debating each other.
They're debating each other in their car.
In their car. So
this
here,
is great. This is awesome. I love it.
There he is. You see him?
Get him, champ. Get him, champ. Get him, champ. Hopefully
obviously, I can't hear it, but I mean, that's
hopefully at some point we'll have the Handsome Liberal on this show. And
I've been trying to get him. He just ignores me.
All the weird, nuanced things he likes to discuss.
Well, you guys can have that one-on-one. I have zero desire to entertain that conversation.
Why not? Why you wouldn't be there? Why wouldn't you be there?
I'm good. I did Kiki, and we're good.
So part of the contract here is that every one of these contentious discussion is that you have to be there. So
I didn't sign a contract. Try again.
You signed it. I have proof of it. So you have to be there. So good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday.
Good morning.
Brian wants to make sure that he's present and he's accounted for. Thank you,
As
Brian.
he should.
Good morning. Kathy, good morning.
Good morning.
Katie, good morning. How are we?
Good morning.
Lynn, good morning.
Good morning.
Heather,
Good
how
morning.
are we? We have Mandy.
Of
We
course,
have
Mandy.
Christina. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning,
So
Christina.
we're doing great. Everybody who's here is here. This is awesome. We have some really good news, Keisha. Really good news.
We do?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
You want to know what that good news is?
Sure.
Today is the first day that we're airing this show on Rumble.
Oh, you signed it up, huh?
Yes,
All
we
right.
are airing this show right now. Currently, we are live right now on Rumble. How do you feel about that? Are you happy about that?
Yeah, sure. Just one more place for me to be. Great. Lovely.
I
Exciting.
I have a question for you before we get yes, Rumble rocks. Yes, we are on Rumble. So
Is it
we
is the name the same, Morning Fix?
it is Morning Fix on Rumble, and we currently have one person watching right now as we speak on Rumble.
From
So
Rumble?
that's great.
Already?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
We
Okay.
have one person watching, which is awesome. It's great. This is the first airing. It's called I don't know how you would be able to find it.
Morning
I
Magic.
think it's Macho Fix or Morning Fix. I don't know how because I'm still learning how to label this. But
Why
either
would it
or,
be
you may
Macho Fix?
find us. Well, see, the thing is that it asks for a name and a title.
Okay, whatever.
So there's a whole bunch of things that I'm still trying to sort through. But right now, it is Macho Fix
Great.
that is
Lovely.
appearing
Macho
right now
Fix.
that I see on my end here.
Shouldn't
Look,
even be
don't.
the Morning Fix. It should just be like the fix
I'm ultimately it is probably going to be the fix so that we can be able to have this show in the
whenever.
mornings and the evenings and whenever we want. If we wanted to get up at 3 in the morning and have a fix, we can have a
Sure.
fix. All right, Keisha? Like, is that all
Um,
right?
yeah, sure. If you want me to show up looking like death, yeah,
You get up at 3 in the morning because it's part of the contract. I said it's part of the contract.
sure.
So you have to be here. All right.
Okay.
So, what do you think about
You're
us?
you in this contract, it just keeps expanding and different clauses keep getting added, and a contract I have yet to review. So I think I might want to review that contract. So if you can email that to have your people email it to my people, and then we can go from there.
Why you already know of this? You have a copy of this. There's no email this to my people. You know of this.
Okay,
All right. Stop
sure.
putting on this show in front of everybody. You know about this contract.
You tread
Okay.
lightly.
Tread lightly.
Tread lightly.
Treading. Why the subtle threat? Why the subtle threat?
Tread
To
lightly.
we're getting off to a beautiful start to the
Is it?
day, and I'm already
Actually, a
getting
beautiful
threatened.
start for you because you had a visit with the plumbing system before you came on this live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because everybody was like, "Oh, Macho's late." Well, Macho was on the
Yes, he
toilet,
was.
okay? And I need to use the restroom and I need to make sure I'm comfortable because I'm going to be sitting here
Mm,
for 2
okay.
hours, okay?
Yes.
So I want to be comfortable.
I need
I see the Morning Fix live radio show, but it's not live. I mean, on my end here, it says we are.
what I need to do is I need to log into the hosting account, and then I could have just started it, like started the music playing and all that.
I don't know how to. Well, you could have started it.
But I
Yeah,
don't
the
even know where
hosting
that link
account.
is. I don't even know that I got it.
It says that we're there, but we're not live, Mandy. Like, what's going on here? How
Good
does it?
morning,
It said,
True.
okay, wait. Macho Fix is live.
Yeah, he said Macho Fix is live.
I see Morning Fix live radio show, but it's not
Hold on,
live.
let me. AJ still going at it with the handsome liberal. Ain't that about a bitch? Hold on a second.
Followed on Rumble, found it by searching Morning Fix, but no live. Okay, I'm
Okay, hold on.
confused. How does this work? How does this work? Educate me, chat. Educate me, please. I need to know. I need to
I need to put
know.
on some glasses.
I see it live on Twitch. Yeah, Mike, we're here. We're here on Twitch right now. We're also on
So
Twitch.
what? It's the morning
Um,
fix, or what? What's the name of it?
Morning Fix live radio show. You should find us there. Okay, you should find us.
No, I don't even. I can't even. Hold on. So stupid. I hate Rumble. Should be easier.
Well, you don't hate Rumble because that's where we are now. We have to rely on Rumble too, so don't hate it.
Oh my god.
Macho Fix, I don't see it. Okay, so it's not Macho Fix, it's Morning
Is it
Fix live
the morning
radio
fix?
show. I believe it's the Morning Fix live radio show. It should be that, yeah. And there's a live tab here that I was able. It says it says end live stream. It says we're live.
Okay.
It says we're on. It says we're on here. And let's see.
Problem is, I can't see worth a damn.
I'm currently watching it right now as we speak.
Okay, perfect.
I'm watching us
Can you
right
just
now.
share the link to me so I don't have to like
Share what? Why would I share the link to you?
so I don't have to, so I can. Oh my Jesus!
Come on, you need to get up with the times, Keisha. Get up with the times with technology.
You know I'm old.
Old and dull. You said the other day on a live broadcast. You characterize yourself as old and dull.
Okay, your point.
I don't know if that's a good
I'll
way
fight
of
with that later.
characterizing
Look, I'll
yourself.
fight with that later. Ain't nobody got time for that. Just send me the damn link.
I am following it, but I do not see it live. I'm
Okay,
currently looking at it
okay,
live as we
okay.
speak.
Can
And I'm gonna,
someone
you know what? I'm gonna take the link. I'm gonna take the
text it
link.
to me, please?
All right.
So anyone that's in this chat that's on the stupid page, can you just send me the link, please? I would appreciate it.
Let's copy it. Okay.
Why am I so
And let's put it in the
loud?
Telegram group. Let's put it in the Telegram group because we're
I
gonna
don't
figure
want
this
to
out
go to
together,
the Telegram
folks.
group. I want you to text it to me.
Well, I'll send it to you on Discord, all right? Since you want to feel special.
No, I want you to send it to my phone, on my phone via text
I
message.
cannot do that right now on the live right now. I
Oh
can't do
my
that. So
God.
if you can bear with me for a second. All right, so I put it in the chat on Telegram. Y'all let me know if you can see
Oh
us
my God. Let
there.
me go on Telegram. This is so much work. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I want you to work, actually. I actually do
Stupid.
want you to work. Let's see. I'm sending it to you right now on
Forget
Discord.
it. I can just
So
go to
it's
Telegram if
literally
I have
getting
to go to Discord. So forget it. I don't.
I can go to Telegram if I got to Discord.
Wow.
All right, let's see. I did that.
Wow.
Yeah, I did that.
Thank you. Thank
I did that. There are so many. Okay. I did it.
you. True should know I don't have no patience.
Patience, grasshopper. Patience, grasshopper. You are live on Macho Fix, not Morning Fix. How is there two? That's what I don't
Yeah, it
understand.
says Macho Fix. That's where you're live.
So it says I'm live on Macho
Yes.
Fix. I got 5 people watching me on Macho Fix right
Yes.
now on Rumble.
So I'm gonna subscribe. Oh, I gotta sign in. Oh, well, that's not gonna happen right now. I don't even know that I have a fucking Rumble account.
So I got to figure out how this whole
So
thing
who's
works.
on Rumble?
Anyone watching us right now on Rumble, that's awesome. Thank you very much. And give us a couple of Rumbles.
Logic, we're everywhere. So it will be Rumble. We're going to be here, Twitch, Rumble, Facebook, everywhere. We're everywhere at one time. YouTube.
Yeah, right now, currently,
Oh, you're here
our
in Rumble.
destinations.
So can someone type a message in Rumble? Can we chat there too?
We're on Facebook.
Yeah,
we're on Facebook Live. We're on my Twitter. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. So, okay. So use the link Macho sent me.
Yeah.
Okay. Use the link. Go ahead.
No, she's talking about for tomorrow. Logic. Did you send her the link to us?
I didn't send her a link yet. No, I didn't. I didn't send her anything as of yet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So bear with me. Bear with me.
Oh, okay. So you have to modify your profile name from Macho Fix. Got it.
Modify the profile.
So it doesn't look
name
like we're getting
because
the text though from there.
From Rumble.
Yeah.
No, because it's well, I see Kathy's in there.
Yeah, but she said she sent the chat, and so did Christina, but we don't see the message on our side. So
I see Shad GD.
okay, whatever. Let's just go.
Shag Dog. I see Shag Dog 41. Shag Dog 41
I know, but we
is
can't
watching
see the
us
chat here.
No, but I have access to that, Keisha. See, that's the power of understanding technology. Is I can fumble through different tabs. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna keep my opinion on that to myself.
That I can fumble through different tabs.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you can go into depths into the Mariana Trench on certain things that I say is just it's incredible.
I know you do that to me.
It's incredible. I go into the Mariana Trench. Okay.
Let's go. Focus.
How was your night? Did you sleep all right? Are you grumpy?
Really? Am I grumpy?
What time is it over there? What time is it?
Oh my God. 7:29. Your minutes with me are
Ooh,
ticking away.
ooh, it's nice and early. It's nice and early. This is on purpose. So we're streaming on Rumble. We're figuring this out together. We're becoming big things, you and I, right now, right?
Mm.
We're having contract deals. Everything's going well so
We
far.
don't
We're
have no
doing great.
contract deals, and at any time I can escape this madness. So don't try me.
Okay. Uh, what happened? They froze. No, I'm here. We're
Oh
gonna
my God.
freeze.
Focus. Let's go.
It's okay to communicate with the chat. Look, looking at different segments here. Pamela this is Pamela for the truth. She goes as Shag Dog 41 on Rumble. Shag
Oh,
Dog
got
41.
it. Got it.
That's thank you, Pamela. Appreciate you. Everybody for bearing with us this Thursday. Hey, we got to figure this out together. And what way to do it than to do it right on the fly,
I'm just
Keisha?
the
What do you
hired
think?
help.
How are you the hired
That's all
help?
I am. Special appearance, hired help.
Mm.
I just
Well, thank you for doing this pro bono because we ain't got no money over here. Ain't no money over here. All
Let's
right.
go.
I wanted to start off this show talking about Hillary over here.
Lucky us.
Yeah, so Hillary is already making bold predictions, Keisha. Bold
Oh,
predictions. And we need to sit back, relax, and listen because the Democrat is going to warn us.
got you.
She's warning
Got
us
you.
about this. So let's just check this
Got
out
you.
here.
No, we're all focused on the 2022 midterm elections, and they are incredibly important. But we also have to look ahead
Mm-hmm.
because you know what? Our opponents certainly are.
Uh-huh.
Right-wing extremists already have a plan
Oh.
to literally steal the next presidential election.
All right. So what do we think about this, Keisha? What do we think? Republicans are trying to steal the damn election of 2024.
Is she questioning the election?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Is she not a threat to democracy?
Oh no. She's
Unbelievable.
not. Wow.
This is incredible. I don't know how these woke tards can
Exactly,
sit
Blondie.
back and turn around and tell us, no, it's the Republicans. Let's go back one more time. Let's do it one more time.
All focused on the 2022 midterm elections,
Yes.
and they are incredibly important.
They are.
But we also have to look ahead
Mm-hmm.
because you know what? Our opponents certainly are.
Okay.
Right-wing extremists already have a plan
Uh-huh.
to literally steal the next presidential election. And
But
they're
I
not-
thought they can't steal the election. I thought it's very secure. I thought that, we cannot threaten we cannot have these kind of questions looming. I thought we're not supposed to do that.
You Well, apparently if you're a Democrat, you could do whatever you want.
Well, you could
Here we go. No, and here we go.
Whoa, I'm in the middle of talking here.
No, I was, and you interrupted. Fine, go.
I'm messing with you.
Let the man speak.
I'm just messing with you.
I have nothing to say now.
Wait, I'm just saying why are we talking about the Republicans stealing the election? My question. Why?
Because they know they're gonna lose.
They're gonna get shellacked? Is that what you're saying?
They already know that they're about to get drug in the streets like the trash that they are.
Mm.
That's why they're talking about it.
And they already have a fallback, a reclined position of like, oh, this is
Yes.
why we lost. This is why we lost.
So they already know that their BS that they have spewed over Trump isn't working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he
Mhm.
all his top secret documents that he smuggled out of the White House on his way out when he
Yeah,
was
but he should be
president.
going to jail for that. He should be going to
Wait,
jail for that.
Still free. He's still on the golf course. So now we're going to go to. We're stealing the election. We already have a plan.
But I thought that we're not allowed to do that. I thought
No. We aren't. You're correct. We, the right, are not.
Oh, the right. The right. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
confused.
You
We
see,
guys.
they're allowed, but we're not allowed because their integrity is completely intact and ours isn't. Therefore, we
Mhm.
should not be speaking about anything. So the fact that they are doing it already, and like Logic said, how do people fall for this? I'm going to tell you right now, if these morons cannot see what's coming, they're crazy. But I will say this, I will lose every account, everything I have in 2024 if one hard-headed liberal says one thing about the election. One. And I'm gonna line them
Well,
up. I'm
well,
gonna tell you who's gonna say something. Rudy, the modern Democrat, his ass will have something to say. Rudy, I'm calling you out now. Rudy,
who's Rudy? Who's Rudy? The
modern
Rudy guy.
Democrat?
The Rudy guy that was in Notre Dame. Rudy. That Rudy.
No, I'm talking to TikTok
They were
Rudy.
chanting. They were chanting him.
The
Rudy.
TikTok Rudy. He's gonna
Rudy.
have something to say.
Rudy.
He's gonna have
Who
something to
who
say.
is this Rudy the modern Democrat? Who is this guy?
You've never seen him before?
I have. I have. He has like this
Oh, okay.
weird
Yeah, yeah.
accent and he's
He's gonna have something to say. 'Cause,
yeah.
you know, he's smart. What's that other guy? The bald-headed, light-skinned black guy. He's gonna have something to say. All of them. I'm gonna find them all.
Bald-headed, light-skinned black guy?
Yeah, I can't think of his name off the top of my head on TikTok. We've bumped
You
heads
talking
with him.
about Mr. Jones?
No. Um,
He got that nice little
no,
now
I
he
can't
looks like Mr. T now, like a very, very thin Mr. T with the
I
weird
don't I can't
hairstyle.
think of his name, and it's not coming to me, but anyways, I know where they are, and I'm gonna find them all because they've been the ones talking about us, questioning the integrity of the election, and then I wanna ask the question, do you believe
Mhm.
that ex-president won fair and square? That they were voted in by the people? I wanna ask that same question for 4 years.
But
Stupid ass.
but here's the thing, they're gonna go back and they're
Back
gonna
to
say,
what?
well, it was the Republicans who started this conversation, and now they're not allowing us to speak on it. It's like, no, no, no. No. Let's be clear. We're saying you could bring this up. Hillary has every right to question what her opponent is doing. What we're
Oh,
questioning is the fact that she's allowed to do it, but the right can't. The
we
right
can
is the right is celebrating. They're like, yeah, go ahead, question that election. All right,
Well,
okay.
anything we do is misinformation. It's a conspiracy theory. But, you know, every conspiracy theory we had, oh, wow, funny how that works. It's no
Right.
longer a theory. So,
Yeah.
moving
I
on.
hope
She's an
I would
idiot.
love to see what Mr. Rant Room is doing. Is he torching him right now? Is that what he's
Let's
doing?
see. Here,
I'm
let's
curious
turn
to
it up.
hear how it's going. I wonder if there's any
And
hooting and hollering going so far. What did you did you me?
yeah. Oh, he's ending it. Oh, it's over. Oh, Lou's here. Lou just chimed in. Okay, Lou's in there now. So that's an echo chamber.
Mm,
So let me just say, so watch this. Let's just chime in.
okay,
So we
let's
just don't
chime in.
hold a live.
Oh, uh-oh. Oh, you're gonna work him. You're gonna work AJ up, huh? Mm.
I can't get in the box because I'm on the wrong account because it's because of AJ that my live got taken down.
It's because of AJ?
Yeah, he made me do the live and then they nabbed me for misinformation talking about Kanye. 7-day ban.
Wow. What did you say about Con? Did you say that you want a DEFCON 3 on these Jewish people? Is that what you
I
said
didn't say
too?
anything. I said Kanye's not going anywhere. I guess that's misinformation.
Well, he's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. What about when they escorted him? Apparently now they got
Out of
videos
Skechers?
circulating that he
Out of
was
Skechers?
escorted out of Skechers. Yeah.
Listen, if you have seen nothing, even what's Russell Simmons
Yeah,
even
what
came
about
forward
him?
and said that he's free from Adidas. He's free from Balenciaga. He set himself free. He's got other rappers offering their property to build on to make his own stores.
I bet. I bet.
He's about to blow up.
Yeah, because he's got all this publicity. He's smart. He's a smart man. He knows he's not gonna sit there and cry over spilled milk. He's like, hey, it's your loss. It's your loss.
Yeah.
Do that
Okay.
laugh that you do.
Now, and now so AJ has Jam and Lou in his box right now. Kiki's in the comments.
Oh, Kiki's there?
He's in the comments.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, back to
I
Hillary.
feel bad. I feel bad for him. But there's another deranged woman other than Hillary, and that is Joy Reid, our favorite. You love Joy Reid, right? The silence is deafening. Let's go to Joy Reid because this is her analysis and her polling, her version of what polling is in Texas. In Texas, what are some of the issues that people are speaking about in Texas? Here's what she says.
I want to play for you, Tom, real quick. We're just in Texas, and Rachel did mention Texas. Here's when I did a little sweep of the crowd and asked people what's the most important issue to them, and let's listen to what they said.
Oh my God.
Reproductive rights, 100%.
Climate change.
Voters' rights.
Abortion. Body autonomy. Women's rights.
Women's rights. The economy.
I'll do my.
You know, she's doing such a great job polling. This looks like a very diverse crowd in Texas. What do you think?
Yeah. Sure.
I don't see one Governor Abbott sign out there. So it's like, oh yeah, these are what Texans are really talking about. Like,
So all they want to do is basically kill babies. But I think it's cute though that how they went from abortion to body autonomy and women's rights.
It's not killing babies if it's not a baby yet, Keisha. Come on.
Okay, so they're killing babies. They want to kill their babies.
They're saying it's not a baby yet.
I don't give a damn what they're saying. It's a baby. It's alive. It's the heart is beating. It's breathing. It's growing. You can't grow unless you're alive. So what is it then? What is it? Do you just like show up at 9 months with something in your stomach and you just shit it out? I mean, I'm confused.
Well, it's not a baby. From what we've heard on TikTok, more often than not, it's not a baby until I don't know. It has a prefrontal cortex, and it's thinking about the outer heavens, and it's internalizing and creating a memory bank. That's
okay.
when it's a human being.
Okay.
That's when.
Well, my children are grown adults, and they still don't think. So next.
How can you say that about your children?
They don't. I called Robert right now and said, Robert, what are you thinking about his responsibility? Nothing.
Well, why are you going to come at him like that?
Nothing. I'm just saying. I mean, if that's what it takes to be human, then there's a whole lot of non-humans walking around.
But yeah, I mean, we have a whole Democrat party. But let's keep going.
Democracy. Okay. Voting.
Women's rights.
Okay.
Voting.
Okay.
Women's reproductive rights.
Democracy.
All right.
Reproductive rights.
Yeah.
Wife and daughter. Abortion.
My wife and daughter.
My wife and daughter abortion. Like, I don't understand. Like, how do you think your child became your daughter? How do you think she became? Right? You and your wife had her. So why are you advocating on killing kids? Like, I don't get it. Makes no sense to me. But
for his wife and daughter.
For his wife and daughter, yeah, because we're gonna appeal to the fact that rape culture is real. Rape culture is real. Keisha.
I'm not even giving Andrea that option. So,
but even if she got raped, you're not gonna give her that option?
No, we can work it out.
What do you mean we could work it out? You're gonna have her live
I
through
think
that?
having the abortion would have a more detrimental effect on her than actually having the baby, long term mentally.
But then she's gonna have to live with the reality of seeing that child that she was raped every day.
No, we can go other avenues if that's not what she wants to do. But she's not gonna take the life of an innocent being that didn't choose to be created that way, and it was meant for her to have that baby. That's why she got pregnant.
It was meant for her to have that baby?
Yeah.
That's what God wanted for her. How do they describe it? She was taken, her consent was taken, and then she had to conceive a child out of it. And now she has to give birth to that child and be reminded of this event every day of her life.
Well, guess what? She's going to be reminded of that event whether there's a child or not. So that doesn't change the fact that she was raped. I don't wish that on my daughter because I would be locked up in the pen should someone do that to my daughter because you're done. But the fact of the matter is just getting rid of the child does not get rid of the memory of rape. So what are we really doing?
So you're saying that just because you abort the child, you're always still going to be reminded
Yes.
of the traumatic event of that
Yes.
violent
So
event.
first you go through the violent traumatic act of rape, and then you have to deal with the violent traumatic act of abortion. So you have two things that you're now dealing with emotionally and mentally.
Well, for everybody in the chat, and if you ever dive into this conversation, of the 50 or so thousand rape cases that result in pregnancy, nearly about 25,000 of them result in birth.
Yeah.
And half of the 25,000 result in adoption. The other half result in the parent, the victim. Can we, if we want to describe them as that, the victim usually raises the child. So it's a thing. It's not something that it doesn't happen. I'm always curious as to, have you ever spoken to someone who went through that, who decided to have the child and share their experience about it?
I have not actually spoken to someone, but I mean,
It-
I've
It's a
seen
very
some.
it's a very small number. It's a very
Yeah, but
small number.
I've seen some interviews on it. I've seen some people speak about it.
Mhm.
Um, and it's not, oh, well, there you go. I am one.
Who is that?
I can't see the name because, I'm blind.
Oh, Katie. Katie said, "Right, why kill the innocent life? I
And
am
then she
one."
says, I am one.
So Katie, you were a child of that event. You were conceived under those circumstances. I don't mind waiting for the answer. The suspense is great. No,
No, my twins are. Oh, that just gave me
oh,
chills.
okay, okay. I mean, I would like to sit down with Katie, and if Katie wants to have that conversation, I would love to
See?
have that conversation. All right, we have somebody who's
That just gave me
gone through
chills
that.
when she said that. That gave me total chills. That's awesome.
Wow.
Look at that.
Now,
Look
what do
at
we? Okay, now I don't want to sound insensitive, but what do we say to a person who survived that event and now had children, right? As a result of that event, do we say
that's a
sorry? We don't say
no,
sorry, right? Because they
no,
have these kids. Why would they be? Why would you be
no.
sorry?
I'm gonna say this. Katie is an amazing human being, and she's shown the
Absolutely.
world that you can go through tragedy and get a little blessing from it. Oh wait, two. She got two blessings from it.
She got two. Yeah,
Yeah, she did. She got two.
she doesn't talk about
Oh,
it at all.
okay. Well, we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah,
Thank you
we
for
don't.
sharing, Katie. We appreciate you sharing that. And at the end of the day, Katie made the right decision because no matter what happened, she was blessed with these two beautiful kids who love her and she loves them. There you
And
go.
it's a powerful story,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
just being
And
able to
no
say,
matter
"Hey,
the circumstance, even if she had put them up for adoption, no matter what the circumstance, those children are forever grateful because she chose them. That was very selfless, and that's pretty amazing.
hey, everybody in the chat, you guys rock too for being so supportive. It's great. Like I said, like you don't say sorry, right? You don't be
No,
like, "Well,
that's
I'm."
amazing. She was
It's
selfless.
amazing.
Think about how selfless you have to be to think about those kids, those babies first before your own. That's amazing. Amazing,
She
amazing.
chose life. Yeah. I do not regret my choice at all. Abortion was never an option.
Woo! She's giving
Wow.
me chills, Katie. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Wow.
I love
I'm
it.
definitely gonna clip this if Katie doesn't mind, but I'm definitely gonna clip this portion of the live here and
That's
post this.
awesome.
This is great. I've been
Thank you,
posting a lot
Katie.
of short clips on our channel, also on our Instagram. Also have sometimes I'll put the thumbnail out on our Telegram group just to advertise to get it out, guys. We're trying to, just get more people involved in the conversation that we do have here or attempt to have because we like to go back and forth, Keisha and I, and tit for tat, right?
Oh, no, that's what you like to do.
You don't like to do that? I mean, you keep
No,
coming
I
back
like
for
to have
more.
no, I like to have the conversation. You like to aggravate me. Like,
But you like to come back for
there's
more
no
because
but.
I
There's
keep
no
pressing
but.
and I keep pressing and we
There's
keep
no but. I said what I said.
okay. Let's see
You
what
need to
Joyless Read. I like that, Mandy. Let's see what Joyless Reed has to say here.
That woman's
That
forehead,
was my whole trip there. Everywhere I went, I tried to ask
her
people, what do you
hair
care about?
falling off the back of her head.
Consistently, abortion. Here, one we haven't heard a lot about, well, climate change, which we haven't heard about in any of the polls, and people really passionate about the right to vote and democracy. The things that we talk, it's why we talk about this a lot on the show, because people talk to me about it. It's what people are worried about. Why do you suppose that the polling that we're seeing and the polling averages aren't reflecting that, when that is what people are hearing and saying on the ground?
There are a lot of issues with polling at this point. I think we're all well aware of that. We've seen the
There you go. He started it off pretty good. There are a lot of issues with polling. Let's start with the fact that anytime a Republican is running in a Democrat dominant state or locality, the
Okay.
polling is rigged against them. Let's just say, can we say that? Can we say the word rigged?
Probably not, but sure.
I
mean, we
want to
can say
say it. I
whatever
want
we
to
want.
break out of my cage. I want to say what I want to say, Keisha. I don't want to be held down.
I support you.
All right? Like, I want to be free. I don't feel free in this world. I don't feel free. Because we can't say. Why are you laughing?
You
Why
sound whack. What's going on right now? Just talk normal.
Anyways, the polling shit is rigged. It's 100% rigged. Especially, there are people who are not happy with the Democrat leaders, and they don't ever talk to them. They don't ever ask the question or have what is called it's called community groups, which is how these polling people are supposed to work, right? They're
Yes.
supposed to host community groups and ask hard questions, be neutral, and ask one side one question, ask the other side another question, gather these answers, and then generate a poll.
Okay.
But they don't have that because it's all rigged and it's all.
Well, first of all, Joy is making this broad statement, like, how come the polls aren't reflecting that? Because it's really not the issue. It's an issue for you guys. It's really not the issue that people are really concerned about. That's
It's
why it's
not.
not being
It's
reflected.
not. There
It's
was
really
one
not the
answer.
issue.
Did you hear the one honest answer? And that was what? The economy.
Yes.
So she was going through the crowd, she quickly, the economy, yep, and next, abortion rights. And she just kept going. It's like, no, that's the real issue. Because we wouldn't have the conversation about abortion if you were in a financially stable environment. Right? People would never have the conversation about, because 99.9% of abortions in this country are what? Elective. So we're doing it because either we don't have the finances, we're not in the proper headspace, we don't feel good. Oh, I don't know who the daddy is. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Right?
No, I don't know what you're saying because I had my 2 kids, so I have no idea.
Never experienced an abortion in your entire life, right?
I'm sorry, who? Me?
You. I'm just asking you.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell,
Yeah.
never.
Okay.
Not never, not ever.
All right, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
track record. When you ask someone if the economy is important to them, they're always going to say yes, right? When you look at the rank ordering, we do a lot of focus groups. We're doing a lot of focus groups now. I tell you, whether it's Democratic women, swing women, even with Republican groups, abortion, choice, and those issues you talked about, democracy, these are the issues that are coming up, not just coming up in the groups, they're the first thing mentioned.
Yeah, and Rachel, let me play for you.
Yeah, it depends on how, okay, in the Republican groups, hold on. It depends how the abortion conversation is brought up.
Okay, why
Right?
are you explaining lies? Can we just have that conversation? Like, why are you explaining these lies? And they're not holding focus groups. They're not no, they're lying. Okay.
What do you mean they're lying? They are holding focus groups. They're tailoring it to themselves. They're bending it.
Listen. You know how focus groups work? They
How?
put questions on a piece of paper and they submit it to a panel. That's a focus group. You answer the questions.
That's
a
how it
focus group.
works. That's a focus
That's
group.
exactly how it works. It's not like, so tell us what your concerns are. No, you pose these questions, you make a statement of facts, and then they answer the questions. That's what a focus group is designed to get the answer you want, right? So and then you tailor your questions and you tailor the statement of facts to get the answer you want. That's how it works. The focus group is to get information on like how to present or how to move forward. That's what focus groups are designed for, to see what the people are talking about. So he's full of
so
shit.
that the candidate who's running can speak on those issues.
Yes, yes, and then
Right.
and based on what, they've gathered, and focus groups are a minimal of people when you think about, like, your whole community. You
Right, it's
maybe
just a snippet. It's just like
yeah,
a
it's not even a snippet, you know what I mean? So you'd have to run thousands of focus groups to really get a consensus of what's going on.
okay. All right, let's see what else Line Joy Reid has here.
Oh
And
my
you're
gosh, she
right.
has no hair, it's, like,
I,
literally falling off the back of her head. What is going
yeah,
on?
it's pretty bad. You're right. And it looks like she keeps dyeing it this golden color. It just looks
Okay, I
terrible.
can say a lot of things about Joy Reid, and none of them would be nice right now, so we're gonna just keep it
Do you
pushing.
want to say, do you want to give us one thing that you would
No,
say?
no,
No? You're going to keep that to yourself, huh?
no, because you'll probably clip that and put it on the damn TikTok, and then I'll have to cuss
Yeah.
people out.
Let's do it on the dirty toxic talk, and then
Let's do it.
Instagram. Also, I'm making shorts for YouTube, by the way, if you want. I'm
Okay.
taking all your hot, all the hot statements a Gen Xer would say, just
Oh my
all
god.
this crazy stuff. Anyways, okay.
This is a little bit wild. This was Charlie Crist. Charlie Crist had a little bit of a debate back and forth with Ron DeSantis on abortion. Take a
Look at all
listen.
these attractive people.
We just found out recently about a case of a middle school girl near Jacksonville who was a victim of incest, became impregnated. Because of the bill you signed, Governor, she had to go 2 to 3 states in order to take care of this issue. That's not.
First off, why are they making it sound like these Republican states did not make any concessions for this? Isn't there only one Republican state that didn't is it maybe Oklahoma
I think it was Oklahoma.
that is really strict about abortion, wanted to absolutely 100% ban abortions?
Yeah. But you know what the thing is that they speak about these isolated incidences as though they're happening regularly. And the fact of the matter is they're not. So we just need to move on from the topic of being allowed to kill your baby whenever you feel like it.
What does that have to do with anything, though? Whether it's regular or irregular, it still happens, right?
Okay.
Right? It happens, though. So if
I
it
said
does
okay.
happen, you're supposed to go back and forth with me. You're
No.
not supposed to
Mm-mm.
just
No.
lay down on that one. You're not supposed to lay down on that.
Okay.
But
I,
what
I
I'm saying, what my point in this is that if it is happening, in a minute area, if it's just one person or two people, is there a disclaimer? Is there a concession for that in the bill that DeSantis, Governor Abbott, and all the other governors of these red states, did they make that concession? And the answer is yes. Rape, incest, and a threat to life for the mother. They've made concessions for the mother. I don't know why they keep going on this, and moderators are
well,
not correcting it.
well,
Moderators themselves are not
okay,
correcting it.
but was that the one where the mother was with the boyfriend also, and like the mother didn't want to sign consent? Like, because
Oh,
I
you're
know that.
talking about in Ohio,
Oh, okay.
where
I didn't know.
a migrant, by the way,
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like,
raped another migrant, because we can't call them illegal. We can't call them undocumented. We call them migrants. Oh, look who decided to join us this morning.
oh,
Look at that. Look who's here. Can we roll out the red carpet? We got AJ in here.
dun, 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 dun,
AJ is here, because if we don't do this,
dun,
if,
dun, dun,
if we don't do this,
dun,
then he'll hit us later that we
dun,
don't make a
dun,
big
dun,
shout out noise for him.
dun, dun, dun.
Let's
Oh,
highlight him too. Let's highlight
oh,
him too.
oh, everyone, Mr. AJ Rantroom has
Yeah.
finally decided to
He's
grace us
here.
with his presence.
Yes, AJ's here.
Yeah.
He told us not to do it. He told us don't do it. Don't do it. We're gonna do it anyways, because in
Oh,
about
he said
I
the
want to
horn
say
sounds fat as fuck. Well, considering that you were holding a whole entire live, and then when you were done with the handsome liberal, you decided to bring Jam and Lou in and have like a fun giggle session.
it was
You
a
said,
giggle session.
it's cool. It's cool. All right. Back to focusing now that we've given him all the attention he needs.
Do you ever see like any of like Jam and Lou's posts where he starts crying and getting emotional? I
Mhm.
almost wonder like, is he doing it on cue? Do you think Jam and Lou's doing it on cue?
No.
Cause I'll be like, damn, those are some sick acting skills, bro. Like, cause he's in the middle of it, he starts posting, he starts like, "Hey, you don't want to, you don't," and he just starts crying. I'm like, wow, this is really good stuff here, man. The tears are
No,
running
he's
down, and
serious.
you think he's serious?
Yeah. We could
Maybe
call him and ask him.
we should have Lou come in, and I just want to see if he can do it on cue or
He
if it's
can't.
legit.
It's
Is it
legit.
legit? It's
It's
legit.
legit. It's legit.
Macho's insensitive.
I
I
could
just
call we
can't.
could call Lou and ask him.
I don't want to get emotional. First of all, I will never want to get emotional on a public platform. Sorry, I just can't. I can't do it.
Okay, well,
Maybe
we
it's
could
the New
call him and
Yorker
ask
in
him.
me. Us New Yorkers, we just don't do stuff like that.
Well, I'm starting to wonder if you New Yorkers have a soul, but
We're
we'll
like,
find out later.
feelings. Like we'll have all
Yeah.
types of feelings
You know what,
outside
man?
of this stuff.
Guess what, Macho? You hit the nail on the head. Ugh, feelings.
Right. Right. It's like, is that real? Is that a thing? Do people, you remember the part in the Grinch, how the Grinch with Jim Carrey, and he's like he starts feeling this large beating going on. He's like, I'm feeling, and his heart starts to grow. I'm
Stupid.
feeling, and he starts moving around. It feels like something's pumping out of his chest. And
Wow.
it went from a pepper to like a little,
So you must be the
little.
Grinch.
Yeah, there's a lot of Grinches in New York City, by the way,
Yeah, you're
AJ.
one.
You start listen. New York City is probably the only place in the country where you can sit on a train 6:30 in the morning, head on to work, and someone's telling you how the Lord is coming and you need to repent of your sins because if not, you
You
will
don't even
be
ride
in
the
the
train, so how
eternal
would you know?
flame. You will
You don't
be
ride
in
the
the.
train.
I
You
don't.
don't ride the train.
I
So why
don't.
are you speaking on something you
But
don't know for a
but
fact
it
because you're not
happens,
riding the train?
and then in the same breath. It's not a pew, it's not a congregation. Somebody or somewhere is gonna go, would you shut the fuck up? That's New York for you.
Okay.
And then on your ride
Are
back
you going
home,
back to the bald eagle?
when you're on your ride back home,
No, are we gonna continue talking about the bald eagle?
no. But when you're on your ride back home, then you got no music. No music. You ever seen these? These kids, they go on and they start doing these little dances. They do this weird
Yes,
thing
I've
with
seen
their
that.
hat. And then they want you to give some money. And if you don't give them
Yes.
any money, they'll be like, well, screw y'all, because we don't do this, for nothing. And we put a lot of skill into this. It's like, nobody asked you to do this, brother. Like, nobody cares.
Do you, look at AJ. He shows up late, and then look what his comparison to the bald eagle is.
Yeah. Mm. Let's sit on that. Let's have a moment on that one. Yeah. So no, I don't have that in me to just cry like that or to get really emotional.
AJ.
AJ, would you get emotional on
He said if
their
it's
platform?
real. He said if I show emotion, it's real. No, AJ's not gonna get emotional. Are you kidding?
Are you gonna create a post, AJ, and just start crying and just talk about your life? I mean, I'm sure he could do it on cue. AJ can do it on cue. Sure he can.
Okay,
What do
why
you
are we
think?
talking about this? Like, move on.
I'm just saying, I'm not emotional when it comes like public
AJ, who
emotion.
cares? No one's
Are
caring.
you
Asking
are
about
you
your feelings.
publicly affectionate? Are you publicly
Yes,
affectionate?
I am.
So if you're in a relationship, you will do the kissing in public and the
Yes,
holding
I
of the
would.
hands.
Yes, I would.
Oh my god. To see, no, we don't do that.
Yes,
No.
you can, Prince.
It's like this, it's like, all right,
The fuck? No.
all right. You know what I
You better
mean?
work on some things. You better figure that out, homie.
It's, it's like one of those, like, what's good, baby? How we doing? We all right? And you might
No,
even
we're
get the
not.
snap. You might even get the snap at the end of it. You know what I mean?
You're
That's how
full
it
of it.
is.
Okay, well, you might want to figure that
I'm
out.
affectionate and I grab asses. That's what AJ says. I'm affectionate and I grab asses. What do you think? Keisha is a praying mantis. Her men have 50-50 chance after intimacy. That's hilarious. God,
Woo!
wow. Holy smokes, that's just
Oh my
dirty. That's
god.
dirty. Wow, that's
Oh.
just nasty.
So do I, AJ.
Wait, no, Glenn better not. Wait, so you're saying in terms of like if you're in the middle of the street and you're out
Oh my
there in
god.
public and you want to get a little hug and a kiss from Glenn, and Glenn's just like, "Hey, how you doing, baby? Everything good? All right.
Oh my god.
Hold on there."
You know what? That's like fucked up. I should call my baby daddy.
That's dirty. That's dirty that that Prince said that. You going to let him say that?
We are talking about Prince. I mean, he's our
That
he's our special needs child. I just give him a little bit of courtesy. I just extend him a little space. You know, he has
You
Tourette's.
know, that's just bad. That's just bad. I'm not gonna let you speak on that man like that. That's just bad. Listen, I know he's a Phillies fan, but you're not gonna get on. You're not gonna get on our brother like that. That's pretty
I
rough.
just did. I
Holy
just
smoke!
did. I did.
I wish I was special needs. Go get a check.
Oh my god. I love Prince. God, I love Prince. That
Wow.
man. He's fucking
Wow. And
fantastic.
you know, it's a pretty hefty check depending how much special needs it is, you know?
Prince is money. He is money.
Oh my
All right.
God. Wow. First off,
We need to take Prince on the
talking
road.
about tearing. Talking about tearing. I am
Okay.
tearing, but I'm not
Look, we
doing
need to
the.
take Prince on the road, man. He's money in the bank.
You know what we should
Oh,
do with the morning fix? We should travel, right? And then
here we
do
go
a
again.
show. Come on, Vision plan with me. Vision, just run with me. We should go around and get the compost toilet, right? Like your
Mhm,
favorite. The
mhm.
toilet that doesn't have water to flush. You just stir it. It's a stirring. You ever seen those toilets?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down the street right here to the people who use other people's front lawns as their toilets.
Ew.
I think tomorrow morning
Ugh.
I'm gonna start the morning fix with them. I'm gonna give them $20 to talk to me.
We'll travel around in a van.
Okay.
Banned from all platforms for discrimination for special needs. Is that true? If that's true, that's some powerful stuff.
Right?
You can't talk about the special needs like that. Jesus. Um, stop right now. Stop right now before it goes down. You're going to get banana.
Oh,
Oh, okay. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
oh my god.
We're not gonna do it anymore. Anyways, but if we were to go around and just have like little sit down conversations with just random people to start the show, and then just see where it goes, take the show on the road. What do you think?
Sure.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Okay.
That would be fun.
Um
And then you would have to you would use the restroom in the woods. You
no.
would take it's on the road. We're on the road, Keisha. We're not
There's hotels on the road.
a van down by the river. Look, a van down by the
There
river.
are hotels on the road. I'm not using the restroom in the woods. There's absolutely no reason for that.
Okay. Anyways, I want to get into this Herchel Walker
And then I want to get into
situation.
the fact that if I don't bathe properly, we will not be in the van very long.
What do you mean if you don't bathe properly? What are you
You
talking
know
about?
what I mean. If I'm not bathing my body properly, how long do you think we're going to be allowed to be close to each other in a van before you pass out?
No, you have your own van.
Oh, then
Right,
yes,
you
you
have
can
your
do
own
that.
van. I have
Then
my
you can
van.
perfect. Then you go to the woods and I'll go to the hotel. That's perfect.
They have a shower in the van. They build them in there.
Okay. Like I
It's
said,
built in. It's
I'm in
all
my own,
built
so
in.
I can drive whatever route. I'll just meet you at the destination. Just give me the coordinates and I'll be there.
But
All right.
hotels are expensive, AJ.
It
Don't
doesn't
take away from
matter.
the
It doesn't
experience.
matter. It
Don't
doesn't
take away from
matter.
the experience. There is a
There's no
shower in the van.
no. Okay.
You could
Herschel
build
Walker.
okay. There's little shower apparatus kind of things in the back of the van. You use the doors as like a little shuttered area,
How
and you
many
could
times
actually
do
have a
I
little.
have to say I'm not doing it? We can go anywhere you want. I need a hotel. I need to wash
That's
my
expensive.
ass.
That's
properly.
expensive. We're
Okay,
not
well,
big
you're not
time.
paying for it, so good. The good thing that's not something you have to
We're
worry
not big
about.
time. If we
You
become
you
big
can
time,
sink in the van and you can get in your little circular, I don't know, rainwater shower
yes.
and call it a day.
Well, you refill your big jug. You have a
Oh,
jug in
oh
your
my God.
van, and there's
Okay,
a pump,
moving on.
and you
That's
could take a shower.
no,
But whatever. We're
stop.
gonna have to do a whole segment because I think you think it's not elaborate. People have live in their vans. They
You
live
know
in it.
what? No, Macho, it's not that. It's not realistic for people like me.
But going around staying in hotels is expensive. That's a lot of money.
Okay, so are we gonna keep talking about spending money, or because I don't care how expensive it is. You know
All right.
what? My
What?
skin not itching and me smelling like a human and not like death
Mhm.
is worth the money. Okay.
Okay. All right.
You
All
know
right.
what?
That's
I
fine.
should just go around you and sit next to you very closely after bathing in a shower for a week. Let's see how you like it.
Wait, after not bathing in a shower
No,
for a
no,
week
no,
is
no.
what
I'm
you're
gonna
saying.
use your pump system or whatever the fuck you said this van has.
It's an
You know, and
actual shower
okay,
system.
and
It's
then
a
I'm gonna use
built-in
it, and
shower
let's
system.
see how when I sit down next to you, how much you enjoy it. You'll be like, "Bitch, go to a shower
They
in
got
a
a
hotel."
shower and they got
Okay,
soap. You can wash
perfect.
yourself like you regularly do.
You
There's
can't
a
wash
pump in
yourself
there.
like you regularly do with, like, trickling water.
It's
What's like
not
3 drops of
trinkling.
water coming
It's
out.
not trinkling. It's an
Okay.
actual shower
There's no
system.
pressure, there's no
It's
shower pressure,
yes,
like, get
there is.
out.
There's shower pressure. There is.
Exactly, Mandy. No, I'm gonna do
It's
it, and I'm gonna sit
nah.
next to you, I'm gonna bend over, I'm gonna fan.
Wait. What? What?
Be like
Fan?
be like
Fanny? Get out of here with all of
this
that.
is
That's
the result
disgusting.
of van shower.
Van life. That's that van life. Well, it's a big thing. People, couples, married couples, people, families are living in vans. They're
I
living
am
in vans.
okay.
What about living in a one of those those motorhome buses
Okay,
that
I
have
I don't wanna live in anything that does not have plumbing, okay?
it has
So
a plumbing system.
no, no,
Those
no, no.
motorhomes have a plumbing
Okay,
system.
a motorhome is not a van, let's be clear.
Mhm,
True has a very nice trailer
mhm.
that's very different. I could live in True's trailer that he has. That's nice. We could do
Is
that.
it a very
Full
elaborate
kitchen.
trailer?
It
Is it
is.
like a
It's nice.
full
It's
on?
very nice. Yes, it's very nice. It's a toy hauler, I think, because I don't know. Ask him.
A
He's in the
toy? What
chat.
is that? A toy hauler? What does that
I don't
mean?
know. Ask him. He's in the chat. I don't know all the
You
details.
said it. You said it. Don't just shrug it off. What is a toy hauler?
It,
Hauler, whatever the hell
but
you just said.
actually, his is not a toy hauler because he can't put toys in it.
So
His
you
is
know what a toy hauler is.
yeah. He just puts his is just a trailer because his doesn't have the drop down for toys.
So it goes onto a hitch and he can
Yes.
tow his shit, right? He can move it
Yes, he pulls
wherever he
it.
wants. He pulls it.
And it's
Okay.
nice. It's very nice. It has
I
AC. It's nice.
yeah?
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
very
want to
nice.
see it. I want to see what True got. That's nice.
It's
Maybe we
very
can
nice.
get a tour around the motorhome.
I could do that. I could film a video. I
Why
have to see
not?
True.
Why
I have to
not?
see True anyways. I have to see him. It's True's apartment for when he acts out. He has to go live in it.
Ooh. Why are you putting out his business out there like that?
'Cause I
Damn.
can. 'Cause I can.
Damn. You
That's his
can't tell
apartment.
people nothing. You can't tell people nothing. It's
True tells me
unbelievable.
everything. I didn't even tell his business. I said look, he's laughing because he knows.
He's the one telling his own business, is what you're saying.
He knows. It's not
Okay.
his business. It's not anything. True is a very good guy. He hasn't even had to live in the apartment yet. He's behaving. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
Wait, what do you mean behaving?
He's behaving. He's being a good, responsible spouse. Unlike some people, he doesn't have concubines.
Oh, that kind of behaving or misbehaving, right?
Yeah.
He's not leaving his wife for a TikTok person.
No, he's a respectful man.
And he's
Man
not having
type
inappropriate
man.
conversations and screenshots with people.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Mm.
Correct. See how that
Like,
works, gentlemen? You can learn.
are people telling you the dirty secrets that's going on behind the scenes on TikTok, or are you just assuming a lot of this stuff? Do you
I'm
have
not
the information?
assuming anything.
You're not? You know.
I know.
And do
So you
they
know what
go,
happens, gentlemen, when you try to
uh-oh,
screw over a bunch of women? They
uh-oh.
all come together and tell on you.
It's like
So,
the
it's
witch's
entertainment.
tale. It's like the witch's tale. They all
Yeah.
come together. They congregate.
Yes.
They get the
Yes.
cauldron of secrets going. Like, hey, this motherfucker done told me this and sold me this, and right?
He did what? Girl, let me
Mm.
show you what he told me.
Mm.
Mhm.
AJ says he needs a concubine. He needs concubines.
You know what? AJ is so full of shit. AJ can have anything he wants. He just chooses not to. So I don't know why he plays this victim role in here. AJ is the one that's choosing
Dude,
to keep his self clean.
is
Which
that is that does that? But I'm gonna ask you something. Does that add to the toxicity of TikTok when y'all
what?
come together and want to congregate about the BS? Like, doesn't
I'm
that add
sorry.
to
I'm
it?
sorry. You created the toxic environment by
Who's you? Who's you?
who's not shush by not being faithful to your wife. Okay. So if you want to come on the TikTok and you want to tell us that you're married or you got a girlfriend or you want to do this and then you want to slide in the DMs and the Snapchat, Snapchat should be banned from adults because you guys are nasty. So the next time, ladies, when a gentleman tells you, oh, uh-oh,
Ooh, we got a new viewer here, guys. So I'll
uh,
give a shout out. We got a new
uh,
welcome, Saint
so when
Bishop. Thank you for coming. Appreciate
yeah.
you. First
So
time.
when you want to slide onto and the guy says, what's your snap? You should be like, I'm good.
Well, I learned this last year. I'm not going to tell anybody how, but criminals use Snapchat. Do you know that people who traffic women use Snapchat, right?
Everyone uses Snap.
But do you
Everyone
know
who's
that?
doing something
But did you
sneaky
know
uses
that
Snap.
the child trafficking stuff happens through
Yes.
Snap?
Uh-huh.
And people, why? Anyone in the chat wants to take a wild guess as to why? Why does it happen on Snap and not on everywhere else? You got WhatsApp. You have all these other
Why? Tell us.
apps. And traffic drugs. Yes, Mandy.
Yes.
Yes. Wow, she's up. She's up on it. She's up on it.
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell us why.
I'm curious to see what other people say.
Most people don't have Snap. I know
Real
why
Camper
people use
says
Snap
he's
because
too old for.
it deletes, so like you can control like how long the message, like literally you can read it, go out and come back and the whole message is gone.
Wait, you said something. You said the D word. It what? What does it do?
Deletes.
It deletes. So you think.
Oh
So a
no, it
lot of
doesn't.
criminals think that hey, it doesn't matter. We can put out ads of these young girls. We can set prices for drugs. Fentanyl is being trafficked through Snapchat,
Yeah,
by the
but
way.
Snap has it all. It's not really deleted. It's gone from that conversation, but Snap has it all.
Yes. So for all you wannabe criminals out there, guess what? They're tracking you through it. You may not see it. Your customers may not be able to find it, but you know who can? By order of subpoena, those
Anyone.
prosecutors, those
Yeah.
judges, those cops. They can
Yeah.
look at all your text messages, all those pictures you were funneling of who you're selling, what you're selling. It's all there on the cloud. It doesn't go anywhere.
Yep.
And no, you can't. You could screenshot, Brian, but
But it tells them.
it tells
Yeah,
exactly. It
tells the
tells the
person that you
person
screenshot
that you're
it.
screenshotting. Yeah,
Well, now people are doing screen records from Snap, so they just record their screen and scroll, and that's how they're recording the snaps now.
yeah.
Wow,
Um.
AJ. Wow.
Okay. Hey, AJ's making money. That's fine.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, sis. This is we can't get on a
Wow.
brother how he's gonna make his money.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. I
We
can't.
can't fault him for that. We can't fault him for that.
I can do whatever I want.
Mm.
Okay. I can
Broke on
do whatever I
Snap.
want.
You better
Anyway,
not do
see how
nothing.
we
It's
just
all
totally
recorded.
ventured off? I got like
Well,
10
the
minutes.
point of the matter is to have that eventual conversation. This is a radio show, and
Oh
this
my
is
God.
the back and forth that we have. Speaking of back and forth,
Oh, we're still on that?
we got Herchel Walker news to discuss today, and I want to get through this step by step because there was like this weird press conference.
Oh,
Like
oh, 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 I
what?
love AJ Shea. Well, someone we know has a VPN and it does not tell the person about the screenshot. Oh,
Wow! I wonder who he's talking about.
I wonder.
Mm. You see, I always get in trouble with you two. I always get in trouble. I get right smack in the middle of these things, and I
You
have
know
no
what
choice.
the beauty of me and AJ? We are like twins.
Mm-hmm.
I swear we
Yeah.
were separated at birth.
Look, he put
Because
the thinking emoji. He
oh,
put the
look at
thinking.
Brian. He's fake, I bet.
Don't laugh like that. Don't laugh like that. That's scary. That's like, wow. Don't laugh like that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, back to her.
Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker. We covered this on this show. We're not one of those conservative outlets that won't talk about the dirty details of what Republicans do too. We don't avoid the obvious, right? Well, Herschel Walker apparently in 2009 forced, I'm saying the words that the headlines were saying, forced a woman to have an abortion in 2009. What is that, like 12, 13 years ago?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
He forced her. He forced her, apparently.
Okay.
So, and there was receipts. All this stuff was kept. The card was kept. All this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Because that's
Well,
what we do.
guess what? Yeah, because that's what we do. Well, guess what? There are more receipts, Keisha,
Oh, okay.
and there are voice messages.
Okay.
Do you remember there was a time where you would call? Were you one of them that had this? That you would call, you set up your little it's like what do they call it? A voice message where you would set up your, what do they call it back in the day? It's
Answer
eluding
machine.
me.
An
Answering machine. There you go. Did you have one of those?
I did.
Okay. This is how old this case is. That apparently Herschel Walker called the woman he was cheating on his wife with. Okay. He was a serial cheater. I mean, it's no shocker that a former athlete was a serial cheater, right? Anyways, he's calling the girl he was messing around with, left her a voicemail. Are you buying this? Left her a voicemail.
Okay.
If I'm cheating on my wife with you, why would I leave you a voicemail?
Well, people do stupid things.
That's true. And
For the same reason you would leave your seed.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, sharp this morning. And what about 1992 having the receipt and the cassette audio ready to be played when that voicemail was left? What do you think?
Lies, but okay.
Has to be 100%.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and herein lies the problem.
Okay.
There are some very scandalous women out there. And you know what happens? They like to be able to say that they were with someone, right? So they
That's dirty.
preserve everything.
That's dirty. Like men don't do that, right? Men don't talk about publicly. Like 50 Cent never talked about who the women he was with. The women usually start speaking up. Like Vivica Fox started talking smack, was like
That's
this, that,
just
and the third.
because that's what women do. Like, I don't know why men are surprised. Women been doing this forever.
Okay,
Or
let's
vile.
check this out. That is pretty accurate statement there. Let's check this out here. This is an attorney, I want to say.
Oh, Gloria.
Yeah, this is Gloria.
That's Gloria.
Who's Gloria?
She's a high power Hollywood attorney. Big time.
A Hollywood attorney. See,
She's
I didn't even.
represented everyone. Like she represents usually the women that like what's her name? Amber from Scott Peterson's mistress.
Time out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this guy Herschel Walker was sleeping with a woman that could afford that.
Yeah, well, she always represents the mistresses of wealthy men.
Why?
Or
To
like
get
high-
money
or
to
high
get money
profile.
out of the wealthy man.
Or
to
high
get-
profile cases. So like Amber from Scott Peterson, his mistress, she represented her. Like she always represents the high profile women.
Wow. Wow.
Always. That's Gloria. Big time.
Gloria Allred. Ah,
Yes.
I'm late to the party. Okay, here we go. Let's check this out.
August 29th, 1990, Mr. Walker sent our client a card. In his handwriting, he says, quote, "You're very special." And I do.
Okay, let's start with 1990. You got a card that says you're very special. I'm not first off, I haven't kept anything more than 10 years in my possession. I've moved around so many times. I'm about to be 35 years old. I don't have anything in my possession that's beyond 10 years old. Nothing.
Okay.
How about you? Do you have anything that's beyond 10 years old?
Yeah, my kids stuff.
Right, like mementos, stuff
Hmm. Yeah,
like
from when
you
they were
keep a
little.
little scrapbook. You got a little scrapbook about
Yeah.
them.
Hmm.
What about from like past boyfriends?
No.
Like, you have any text messages saved? Anything going on
I'm
from
sorry.
like 20 years
Past
ago?
boyfriends, we weren't texting then. We were on beepers.
Beepers? Do you have any like records of that? Do you have any beeper records? Do you have
Uh,
any of that saved?
Actually, it's funny. My kid's father kept an old beeper, and we did go through it, so we could see like the things that we beep, like that we sent to the beeper.
Wow,
So
she
yeah,
brought up the beeper. She brought up the beeper. I remember that.
yeah. I
I'm
mean,
young.
but that was like our era. Like we didn't have like smartphones. I mean, like when I got my first phone, like at 18, it didn't even like have a display. We had like car phones. Like so, it
You
just
had
was.
that giant brick. You had the brick.
I didn't have the giant brick. That was a little before like that was still like the car phone era. That was like right out of car phones. So I didn't have the
Uh-huh.
giant brick, but I did have like a big phone.
You did.
Yeah, so I watched like you figure cell phones for me went from a big phone to if you had the smallest phone like Motorola, then you were the coolest, and now we're back to big phones.
Like, what kind of small phone? I remember distinctly the Palm Pilot. You remember that? The Palm Pilot?
I do remember that, but before that, like Motorola made like the flip phones, and they were all
The
small, and they got smaller
flippies.
and smaller.
Yeah,
Yes, Nokia.
Nokia. The
Yeah, like
Nokia flippies. Yeah.
Nextel made a phone that was like a flip phone, and it had a button, and you press it, and it popped open. Like, yeah, we had phones were fun then. BlackBerry was the business. The BlackBerry Messenger.
It was a Palm Pilot with the little pearl thing in the middle there.
No, like Palm Pilots were one thing, the BlackBerry was another, and the BlackBerry Messenger feature was fire. Oh, look, but a card from Flowers 20 years ago.
28 years ago. Thank you, St. Bishop. 28 years ago. Who's holding that? You done moved on. You got married. What are you holding on to that? Unless, I mean, I guess maybe they were really in love
Because
with
it
each
was
other.
Herschel.
Sure.
No, because it was Herschel Walker. That's why she's holding on to it. She
Mm.
wouldn't be holding on to it if it was Bob Smith.
She wouldn't give a damn if it was Bob Smith.
No,
She's
but
like,
play it.
Bob
I
who?
gotta get ready to go. Yeah,
All
play it.
right.
I
All right.
gotta
All right. All right. Don't leave us,
You.
Keisha. Don't leave us.
Love you, end quote.
Be
He
late to
signs
work.
it, quote, Sam, Stud, or H, end quote.
Okay.
In another card sent to our client on her birthday, mister Walker signs it, quote, H, end quote, which ends, quote, I love you more than anything else in the world. Love you forever, H, end quote, is important, is because in a televote on the internet, Mr. Walker stated, quote, I have never signed anything with just an H, end quote. During the years that he was in Minnesota, our client visited him frequently, went to his games, and stayed in the hotel where his team was staying. She also saw him when he was in Dallas during the off season. Mr. Walker repeatedly indicated to Jane Doe that he intended to divorce his wife to be with our client. Our client believed him and trusted.
I mean, we've heard this story before, right? We've heard this stuff.
On our client's answering machine.
Here it is.
In this voice message, he again repeats that he loves her and was thinking about her. We will now play the recording.
We're not going to be able to hear the recording. They're playing the recording in the background for the press. So, there goes the co-counsel. Co-counsel there.
Had a little difficulty hearing it. I'll be happy to tell you what.
So here's what he said.
Hello there, my dear.
Hello.
Sorry I didn't call you when I first got here. But
It's all right.
It's been a pain. I waited 6.5 hours at the airport till Edwin and Brian picked me up. We got here to this dump of a place.
Sounds like
it's
him.
A ski lodge like place.
Okay.
No phones in the room, no TV in the room.
He's talking about France when he was in the Winter Olympics, when he was on the bobsledding team. Okay.
People to the room, which is smaller than your TV, where your TV is at in the kitchen.
Okay.
Put together, I think.
Got you.
And it's a dump. But I want to say, I love you. And I was thinking about you.
How sweet.
I don't know what I did that's terrible. I'm calling from a restaurant. They're the ones who's got a phone that I can use that you could put something in and be able to call out. All the other phones, you have to have some kind of telecom card or something like that. The size I do what it is, but I wanted to call you on your machine and try to talk to you.
Okay.
What I can do is I'm going to try to call you back.
I'm going to try to.
Here.
That sounds like
call
Herchel.
You like early in the morning because it's late at night there.
Okay.
When I'm up and the restaurant is open.
Very nice. Very nice.
Bye. In an effort to convince our client of his bona fide intentions, he also met with our client's parents on a number of occasions.
Why
and
does
sent a
this
card
matter?
To them, which he signed.
You know why it matters? It's gonna get good. It's heating up, Keisha.
This card was accompanied by his handwritten letter to them. This is for the quote mess, the relationship with their daughter while he remained married. In June of 1992, Mr. Walker was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here it is.
He continued to invite our client to see him play at football games. And she traveled to wherever the Eagles were playing so that they could be together. In April of 1993,
Herchel.
our client learned that she was pregnant. She was surprised.
She was.
She had been on birth control throughout their entire relationship.
Y'all know what Keisha says about that birth control. That shit was whack.
When she told Mr. Walker that she was pregnant, he seemed shocked. She didn't know what to do.
Yeah, because it was her responsibility to make sure she had that shit tightened up. Tighten that damn shit. All right.
Mr. Walker clearly wanted her to have an abortion and convinced her to do so. Our client alleges that Mr. Walker gave cash to pay for the abortion.
I thought there was a check.
And that she went to a clinic in Dallas, Texas.
That was the 2008 chick. That was that's when he got sophisticated. He used the check. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Overwhelmed with emotion. She could not go through with it. And she left the clinic.
She left. But here's what happened.
Not gone through.
Here's what happened.
With the abortion. Him the next day to go through with the abortion. The following day, Mr. Walker drove her to the clinic and waited in the parking lot for hours until the abortion was completed and she came out.
It's funny how you're an NFL athlete and you had all this time to sit out in the parking lot.
Okay, anyways.
Then he drove her to the pharmacy to pick up medications and supplies as prescribed, and then he drove her home.
There it is.
In the days, she was very disappointed. An abortion. She left. She was so traumatized.
She was.
Apologizing for what he had put her through. Has come forward at this time because she feels that it's important that the truth comes out.
Here it is. Why is she coming out now?
Has many personal pieces of evidence to support her allegations.
Go ahead.
Mr. Walker professes to be against abortion. Even though he paid for and pressured our client to have an abortion.
All right. So let's quickly go through this really fast, and I'm going to let people know this, that I feel is a typical rebuttal from the left. Is, oh, you had an abortion before from so-and-so. We have receipts. We have proof. But you claim to now stand for this. Okay. This is a way to, this is just a way to galvanize and to keep people from standing up for something different and changing their minds, for goodness sakes, right? Because people regret what they've done in their past and they turn around and say, maybe not, that was not the best course of action. I should have been more responsible, should have, but here is where I stand now. Just because you've experienced this doesn't mean you don't get to change your mind. This is a way to keep people from ever going pro-life. Just really quickly, Keisha, before you head out, is There was a lie that I think her name was Chantel
Okay.
Dodd on TikTok, and Savannah from Blexit. Savannah, the woman that's always having those pro-life, pro-choice debates. She has curly
Whatever,
black
but go ahead.
hair.
I
She's
don't
a
know.
black. By the way, she's in New York. By the way, I was like, oh, that's awesome. You're here. She's doing some advocacy things here. Anyways, she there was a woman that asked her a question. Hey, I went through an abortion before. I just don't know. Could I be part of the pro life movement because of that? Chantel Dodd had a really good answer in saying, we're trying to change people's minds. To keep you on the outskirts is to keep you from actually having change. 1 in 4 women do experience abortion, so we're not gonna push away majority of the population that has experienced this. What we could do is we're trying to change your mind so that the next generation doesn't do this. So yes, you can change your mind. You can change your stance. Just because you've experienced it before doesn't mean you can't be pro-life today, right?
Right.
So we cannot allow people to use these examples to
Okay.
stain people
The
and say,
problem
"Oh,
with this is
these Republicans are all for pro-life," until they're in this circumstance, and then they're all for pro-choice,
okay,
right?
but that was so long ago. If somebody said he made them do that last week, I probably would
We'll have
lean
some
into that.
questions.
Yeah, I probably would lean into that. When you're talking
Yeah.
about something from, I don't know, 2 decades ago, why do we care? Like, I just don't understand. Like, at no
And
point
why is
maybe
it
we recognize that
coming
we
out
made a
now?
mistake.
Yeah.
Maybe we recognize we made a mistake. Maybe we're like, "You know what? That probably wasn't a good idea. Maybe I should have done things different." Like, people learn, you live, you learn, you move on, right? Like, that happens in life. Why it's coming out now is because he's winning. Oh,
Ooh, this is a great point. But they
oh,
can change sexuality and gender
reality and gender.
pronouns every fucking week. So they can change their yeah, that's a great point, AJ. Wow, that's awesome. Awesome point.
Yes.
But yeah, at one point, you look, if Herschel Walker did this last week, we all should have questions. But when the lawyer turns out and says, okay, why is my client coming out with this now? Well, here's what she says. Jane Doe says this. Because this person is claiming to take this stance and running for senator, we cannot allow a senator who is lying to the public to take office. So this
Whatever.
is political.
Okay. Okay. First of all, they all lie. So we're not going to play this morality game here, okay? They all lie.
Mhm.
They all have had mistresses. Stop.
Even the women.
Stop. Just stop, okay? No one's playing the game. No one thinks that Herschel Walker is perfect and unscathed. He was a professional athlete. He was an atomic whore. We get it. Okay? Moving on. You're mad because he's winning. You're mad because he's about to take this seat. And now you want to come out and tell us that we care. Well, you know what? These men, if they haven't learned anything, Monica Lewinsky should tell you, don't leave any evidence behind. I gotta go. It's been real. Have a good
Instead, she
one.
swallowed it.
And spit it out on her blue dress.
Oh,
Bye.
bye, Keisha. Oh my God. Let's take a break, guys. We'll be back in a moment. Oh, God. All right, folks, welcome back to the Morning Fix Live Radio Show. I'm your host, Macho. We've been having a great time. We got 30 more minutes together because when Keisha leaves, we got about 30 minutes left. Do some more commentary, do some more talking, and yeah. Uh, it's just incredible to hear. And I want to play the clip, more of that Herchel Walker of why this person is coming out now. And if people don't really hear this, you know, and how this is well played, this is all played. This is bought and paid for sure.
Mr. Walker claims on his webpage that, quote, strong families are the bedrock of our country, end quote. Despite his attempts to clothe himself with Christian family values, he nevertheless had an affair with our client for approximately 6 years.
Yeah, 20-something years ago, right? It's a different man now. 28 years is a long time. Hell, 5 years is a long time. 10 years is a long time. 28 years ago, that's a completely different man. That's a different man. So why are we coming out of the woodworks? Let's see when we get to the Jane Doe's statement.
He was married and he was living with his wife the entire time, all the while. Our client feels that Mr. Walker is a complete hypocrite and does not deserve to be a United States Senator from the state of Georgia. And now, with that, I am happy to introduce Jane.
So the Jane Doe who came out with this information from 28 years, the fact that you have voicemails, the fact that you have cards, the fact that you have all of this proof and all of this evidence, well, no one's denying. You're not going to find anyone on the right to say, well, no, that Herchel didn't do that. We don't know. We weren't there in the room with you or during this relationship with you 28 years ago. We don't know. We're not going to litigate over this. What we're going to say is you're coming out of with this now after a year and some change. Keisha's right. You're doing this as a last stand because he is winning that seat. This is the card they kept in their pocket. The Democrat, again, this is what I said before. The Democrats get to do everything they claim the right does. The fear-mongering that they claim the right does, they're doing it right now. The integrity check of our elections that they say the right does, they're doing it right now in Hillary, right? We opened this show with Hilary Clinton literally saying that our opponents are already strategizing to steal an election. I thought you can't steal an election. I thought we can't do that. I thought we can't manipulate. I thought, hey, our elections are free and fair and secure. But now you raised the question that, hey, so we can try to steal an election. So you're pretty much admitting that the game can be rigged. So this is substantiating the claims from the previous president. See, they should have never allowed Hillary Clinton to speak here. Because this is great animus to throw in the pot. Because guess what's happening or might happen? That Donald Trump may testify to this select committee in this January 6th select committee. And you want to talk about him challenging the integrity of the elections. No, he's not. He just called for what he saw. He's been shouting that Democrats were trying to rig the election, not after he lost, not the night that he said he won. You know when he was starting to challenge and question this? In February of that year of 2020. And every single reporter was like, oh, please stop. He says they're ballot harvesting. We're finding ballots all over. He was saying this in February. And then the whole conversation with the post office came up. Then the postmaster. How are they going to make sure the ballots are properly secure? All of these conversations were being led up to the election. This didn't just spring up on people. This didn't just come out of the woodworks. So questioning the integrity of the election did not just solely come from the moment that Donald Trump apparently suffered a defeat from the current president, Joe Biden. So they can do that. And then now we can question the integrity. This is clearly the Democrat playbook. The minute Donald Trump won, we had all these people coming out of the woodwork, or they was about to win. We had all these people coming out of the woodwork. Hey, he has this Stormy Daniels, or he has this relationship. Despite the fact that all of that was debunked, despite no one came out and fact checked it. In fact, they allowed the story to come. The Russian dossier. These are all Democrat playbook plans. Now Herchel Walker is said to be projected to win this senator seat. Like Keisha said, here's what's happening. They're going to throw this on the table, say, hey, this is going to be your senator. This is what you're voting for. A liar. Someone who says they're about this, says they're a Christian, says they're pro-life, and this is what they did in their life. And most of the people in Georgia are not buying it. So we're not going to sit here and, talk about something that happened 20 years ago when you can't even sit here and acknowledge what's happening right now. What's happening right now is what Herchel Walker said. There are more black babies getting aborted than anything else. I'm not going to add words to what he said on the debate stage. That's exactly what he said. He said there are more black babies getting aborted than anything else. And he further stamped it down to Herchel Walker. Says, you should be baptizing those babies, not aborting them. You claim to be a pastor and you're advocating for women's pro-choice rights to kill their babies. This is unprecedented. You want to talk about a hypocrite. You want to look at Herchel Walker and call him the hypocrite. Hey, we know he was the athlete. We know he doesn't have a squeaky clean background. Hey, we saw his son hooting and hollering and screaming. He had all year to do it. But he decided to wait. Look, and no one's denying the credibility. Could this have happened? Yeah. 2009 it happened. The first incident that came out. Hey, what is the other one? 28 years ago. 2009 was about 13 years ago. A lot can happen. Like I said, a lot of changes could happen in a person where they can turn around and they can say, all right. And just because you've experienced an abortion before in your life doesn't mean you can't turn around and be pro-life. And just like AJ said in the chat, people can change their genders on a weekly basis, yearly basis, during a time span. But we can never talk about changing from being pro-life to pro-choice to pro-life. We're very fickle people. That's just how we are. Period. Now, is this man going to run for the senator's seat, going to speak on behalf of Georgians? That's what matters here the most. Don't lose the focus here, folks. That's it. Are the politicians going to speak on behalf of you? I believe Tudor Dixon, the gubernatorial candidate in Michigan, is speaking on behalf of Michiganders. Because Gretchen Whitmer does not sound like Michiganders. I promise you guys that. Vast majority of Michiganders sound like Tudor Dixon. Her concerns are the concerns of Michiganders. How about the gubernatorial race in New York with Lee Zeldin versus Kathy Hochul? Kathy Hochul does not sound like New Yorkers. Lee Zeldin does. And that's all that matters. Are they going to sound like you? Because if they sound like you, they're representing you. Does Raphael Warnock sound like the people of Atlanta, Georgia? Or does he reminisce on the idea of where I came from and look at where I am today and still hurl the indictments on this country as if this country has not paved the way for a guy like Raphael Warnock to be where he is today? Is he going to care about the drugs and fentanyl that are running rampant through the state of Georgia? About trafficking? If Herchel Walker says that he's going to care about that, then proof will be in the pudding when it comes time when we vote for him, right? Because if he's not, then guess what? He's going to have the reckoning too. That's the beauty about voting. If the man ain't doing his job, he's got to go. See ya. And the reason why Marjorie, I think it's Marjorie Taylor Greene. I always butcher her name. And the reason why she keeps getting elected, because she sounds like the people of her district. And she's fiery, she's stern, and she doesn't play games. She's not going to retract because you don't like the way it sounds and your feelings got hurt. I was listening to a TikTok yesterday that one woman was saying, There's no leaders. She was referring to TikTok. There's no leaders on TikTok. There are women. There are. You're just not listening. And perhaps you want a leader that's going to lead you in the way that you pretty much are not going to be in the probably the end point that you want to be at. But if you want to sit in a cycle of bickering and complaining, then go right ahead, because it's not really going to get you anywhere. Just the other day, I was trying to cover this, but couldn't really find a substantial video. This is Jordan Gray. Was on live TV the other day. This is a transgender person. I'm not sure whether they identify as a transgender male, transgender woman. I think transgender woman. Anyways, Jordan Gray was playing live. This was live TV. And I don't think in this clip you're gonna see what actually happens, but we'll talk about it as it goes on. It does happen. All right. So in this video, I can't really play with that background music because I'm sure I'm probably going to get hit with a copyright claim here. Who knows? But this character, Jordan Gray, I guess he's a comedian, and literally said, I don't know if you guys saw, was speaking on the mic before they got up and they took off their clothes. The thing that Jordan Gray said was, this is why I love to play or love to do things on live TV, because I get to do this. And he proceeds to get up and strip out of those clothes, and he is completely naked. And it's just everyone in the crowd is celebrating this too, by the way. Everyone in the crowd. This is live TV. This is live TV. And it's crazy because this kind of stuff is just this is what we're subjected to. We literally ridiculed a woman in Janet Jackson for a boob flash. Ridiculed her for a malfunction on live TV. We can't do that because of the kids. But hey, there's no room for heterosexual people to be that sexual. And I'm not advocating for anyone being sexual on live TV. In fact, I think we need to bring down the sexuality discussion or the sexuality acts on live TV. We have a very promiscuous, very sexualized culture here in America. Very openly sexual. Very, very openly sexual. For goodness sakes, we had Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion rubbing together, almost like, I don't even think it's appropriate for me to say, but almost doing a very promiscuous sexual act, like scissoring on the stage, rubbing up their, roast beef sandwiches together, being all, and this is literally all over live TV. This was like on an award ceremony. And kids are watching this. Everybody's watching this. And we're just in an overly sexualized culture. If you go on TikTok, what are the things that are rewarded the most? I would say food talk, maybe some, and you would have one of the top of the list is sexual nudity on TikTok. Well, they'll tell you they don't allow sexual nudity, but they don't describe that. What people fail to realize is that when a woman is in a shirt, braless, shaking her things, and then wearing underwear or a bikini, they don't describe that as nudity. Well, someone needs to tell them what nudity is, because that is nudity. Because when I was growing up and you would see some of those rated R movies and it would say, hey, there's some brief nudity, that's what that is. When they would take off a bra underneath their shirt, you would see the ambiance. I don't know if that's the appropriate term. The ambiance of the shapes of the tits just shaking around loosely. They would call that brief nudity. Anytime a male would take off their shirt, they would classify that as nudity, right? Someone needs to educate the TikTok creators what nudity is. Being in a bikini is nudity. Being in a bra and underwear is nudity. Hell, folks wearing just a spandex shorts. Some of these CrossFitters are getting so much that is. If you ever seen a CrossFit games where you see these women in very very short, skimpy shorts, and then even some of these volleyball players, that is all nudity. It's all nudity. It would be described as nudity, and I don't understand why people are blurring the lines. And I get it. We've stepped over to a very far end. That's not. Oh, stop it! You're over exaggerating, Macho. That's not nudity. What's going on over there in volleyball? That's not nudity. Hey, just because you like seeing it doesn't mean it changes the definition of what nudity is, right? Volleyball players. I had this discussion a year ago, and when the volleyball players in beach volleyball was like, "Yo, I don't want to wear this weird looking bikini and this skimpy top to play beach volleyball, and it's supposed to be regular. It's a regulation." And I was like, you know what? I understand why they would possibly wear that outfit because of practicality reasons, but they doesn't need to be that outfit, right? There are other things that women could wear, like really, really those spandex shorts, maybe some kind of they have like these very tight shirts. I forgot what they call it. Compression shirts, compression shorts. That's the appropriate term. AJ's like, I love nudity. I'm just talking about on a grand stage, right? So I get where the women are coming from. It's like, yo, we don't want to wear this. Like this doesn't feel good. And I think that we ought to listen, because if people are saying they don't want to be revealed in this way, then we ought to listen and ought to respect it. But the problem is we're an over sexualized culture. We're so over sexualized. It's become so skewed now. It's opened a door to so many things that now we can't walk back from because we've normalized this behavior. It's absolutely normalized. Clothes are overrated. Oh man. Oh no, please. Some need more clothes. Facts. Facts. Some people do need to put on their damn clothes, especially when they're around kids, because as parents, you got to explain, oh, why is this? Why is that? Why we see this? Why we see that? But yeah, sex sells. We know that. We all know that sex sells. But to have something like that and Jordan Gray not be admonished for this behavior, just stripping on stage like that, is absolutely inappropriate and despicable, to say the least. Shag Dog 41 on Rumble. You can't see AJ's text because you're not in Twitch or the Twitch account. So if you were on Twitch, you would be able to see his text. So yes, by the way, folks, we just launched the Rumble account. I do have to fix the name. Right now it's on Macho Fix. I made a blunder. Instead of typing in Morning Fix, which it just makes it more uniform so everybody can find everything. I put Macho Fix instead. The lack of technology in my mind and my brain, right? But anyways, right now, until I fix it, it's Macho Fix. And we have a good amount of people who are watching us on Rumble right now. So I want to thank everybody who is watching and tuning in. We have a lot of content on Rumble already because I just synced the YouTube channel on there. We also have a Twitch account. You can find us Morning Fix Live Radio Show. We have a Facebook page, Morning Fix Live Radio Show, and an Instagram. So we're trying to have a very wide reach, and that way we can continue the conversation. So we can't go live on TikTok. Guess what? We can go live everywhere else until they just shut it. They close the door everywhere else, right? And we're just trying to have the conversation and be able to sit down with people of different mindsets, right? We've sat down with people like Kiki, who thinks everything is rooted in white supremacy, to probably, hopefully, sit down with someone like the handsome liberal, right? Which AJ got to sit down with this morning. Also, tomorrow, folks, on Friday, we're going to be sitting down with Logic and Liberty and discussing her endeavors towards, I guess, why is our government pushing to vaccinate, have a yearly vaccination for our children? Maybe poke her brain on some other topics as well. So we're going to be sitting down with Logic Liberty from TikTok, and I'm sure you guys all know who Logic is. I'm sure you guys all know. People showing on TikTok, hey, some of us are a little thick, as least she's dressed. She was dressed. Sure, sure. Dressed, stay appropriate, right? Some people just like to push the envelope and really get really promiscuous and scandalous. And remember, some of the habits that we incur are some of the habits that we keep up in and around the apps. So it's probably possibly why people are breaking up with their spouses because a lot of things are going on. Very nefarious things are going on. A lot of social media leads to unhappiness too, because the idea you have FOMO, fear of missing out. You also have, hey, this person looks better. You have the grass is greener on the other side argument, right? So that's why I don't like to spend a lot of time on these apps for my own sanity, in all honesty. But I do like to sit down and talk to people specifically. So that's why I started this show to be able to have the conversation with people, to have interviews, have points of contention. That's fine with me. Have a back and forth so that you guys can be able to see all sides of the argument. Here on the Morning Fix, you'll have glimpses of echo chambering, but for the most part, I do want to have opposition in here and discuss all different types of topics. So if we can find someone who is willing to sit with us for an hour and discuss different things, maybe have a debate here on the Morning Fix Live Radio Show, I'd be glad to host it. I'd be glad to moderate as well. So that's what I love to do. I love to have this conversation. So, all right, folks. So that does it for today. We'll be back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern on all these lovely accounts on Rumble, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook Live. We'll be back at it here, and we'll be sitting down with Logic and Liberty tomorrow here on the Morning Face Live Radio Show. And also, be sure, and I know some of you are on the West Coast, but Mr. Full Service has Simply Sundays moved from 10 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern. 8 a.m. Eastern. And if you can't make the live event, you can watch it on replay. It's okay. He understands. He knows it's early. But if anyone else is early up on a Sunday morning, you can tune into Simply Sundays here on the Morning Fix Live Radio Show. We're also, going to see if we can figure out if we can get somebody to go live on Saturdays as well, so that we have a 7-day a week, 10 a.m. Eastern, with the exception of Sundays. And also, we're going to have continue trickling the primetime fix. The primetime fix will air normally at 7 p.m. Eastern time here, but it's still in its beta phase. We don't have a set day. Maybe we'll have a Wednesday or maybe a Tuesday, Thursday primetime fix event. But ultimately, the ultimate goal is turning this channel into The Fix, where we'll have different people airing different things so that we can have a multitude of things and different types of stuff here on The Fix. It's going to be almost like a channel where we can air different type of segments. So that's the ultimate goal. But first, we got to build the foundation. We got to build a house. You know that movie, right? If you build it, they will come, right? What is that movie? What was it? The twerking fix. See this guy here. This guy is special. The twerking fix. Nudist fix. Oh my lord. Ugh. Anyways, from that movie, if you build it, they will come. I forgot the name of that movie. It's a baseball movie. Forgot what it was. Somebody know their name? Field of Dreams. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Field of Dreams. So you got to build the channel, and once you build it out, and you have different segments going on to fix, and we have all that stuff going on. So yeah, Saturday night fix with all the tea. Hey, Katie, the tea will always be spilled on any segment. If it's AJ's rant room, if it's anything, it doesn't matter. Tea will always be spilling. We will not mop it up either. So that's just how it's going to go. All right, folks. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you tomorrow here at 10 a.m. Eastern. I probably might go live on TikTok later. I'm not sure, but be on the lookout. Thank you, Mandy. Appreciate it. And you are a big part of the morning fix, Mandy. So thank you so much. We also have a nice video montage that Mandy has graciously created for us that we will air tomorrow. All the gaffes of Joe Biden. So you guys are not going to want to miss that. We have what is it, Mandy? Like an 8-minute? Is it 8 minutes? I think it was. I think I was watching it last night. I think it's like 8 minutes or something like that of all the gaffes that he did. So many to choose from. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what? Just so you guys know, we have about 2 people. We've kept about steady, anywhere between 2 to 5 people on Rumble watching us. So, all right, give us a clap. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Grazie. Grazie. All right, folks. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. I'm out of here. I got to get out.